guys, so I just got done watching The Incredible Hulk. This is the second film in my journey through the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And um, and yeah, it's the second film, not just in my journey, but also for that the MCU ever put out. In 2008, they had two movies. In 2008, it was Iron Man and The Incredible Hulk. And one of those movies was a beloved by critics and fans and audiences, and it made money, and it was a huge win for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, for the, at least at the time, beginning Marvel Cinematic Universe. Then they had The Incredible Hulk, which a lot of people didn't necessarily love this one as much. You know, people kind of walked out going, that wasn't as good as Iron Man. And I don't remember exactly how much money it ended up making at the box office, but I know it was not nearly as big as Iron Man was back then, right? So, all these years later, what do I think of Iron Man? Sorry, Incredible Hulk, sorry. Brain's all over the place right now, guys. I have to record a Zeke Said So show later, so bear with me. Brain's a little all over the place. But as far as The Incredible Hulk goes, I love this movie. I really, really love this movie. Like, is it top 10 MCU for me? Probably not, but it's really close. And for me, I think it's the best adaptation of Hulk that we are ever gonna get. Given the fact that they've now turned Hulk into, it just, I watched this and I get so much joy. My heart is filled with so much joy, you know, watching this movie, because I get to see a Hulk that is rageful, that just Hulk smashes and destroys things, and, you know, is the monster. And that's what I love. One of the things I've always loved about Hulk is that it's turning into the Hulk is a dangerous thing that can happen. It is the worst thing that could potentially happen. And now, you know, and again, I'm going to save that. You know what? I'm going to save that for much later on when we get further into the MCU, because that becomes a problem later on. But for me, this movie kind of is the perfect kind of display of why it is dangerous for the Hulk to come out, you know. And I love it. I think Edward Norton is fantastic. I still think he's the best Bruce Banner we've ever had. Not just Hulk, but I think he's the best Bruce Banner we've ever had. Liv Tyler is great in the film. William Hurt as Thunderbolt Ross. Rest in peace, man. I love him. Don't get me wrong. I thought Harrison Ford did a really great job in Brave New World. But man, I got my heart. I'm not gonna lie. A part of me smiled seeing William Hurt there as Thunderbolt Ross, and that final fight, man. That final fight between Abomination and Hulk is one of my favorite action sequences in comic book movies, period. It just is. Like, that is why you go to see the movie. That's why you watch the movie. You know, you sit through this really good build up. You know, there's a couple really good action sequences of Bruce Bruce hulking out, and then that third act happens, where it's Hulk and Abomination just fighting in the streets of Harlem. It is just amazing. And I still think it's one of the best action sequences in a comic book movie, period. So, but yeah, those are my thoughts on The Incredible Hulk. Join me next time where we will talk about Iron Man 2. So, look out for that one, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, please make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe. I think I should subscribe to the channel because Zeke the Geek said so. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.